Everybody, Chutney music to the world, one of the art forms to come from right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Chutney music and Chutney Soca music. And this morning I'm going to be speaking about the chutneymusic.com Rani and Raja competition with the head judge, who is Dr. Visham Bimal. So I'm going to say good morning and welcome to you.
Namaste Sitaram or Assalamu Alaikum and good morning to your viewers.
Thank you very much. Blessings to you as well. So let's speak about the CRC 2021. Tell us about the experience of judging thus far.
Well, it was quite interesting when Jason Sokram of chutneymusic.com asked me to judge, to be the head judge. Just know that I always wanted to have a situation where artists could understand the Hindustani language as well as come up with lyrics that are quite positive.
Right.
Over the years, we've seen lyrics that tend to focus on alcohol, promiscuity, as well as domestic violence. And we wonder sometimes when we have this scourge in society if it's the music that influences us.
Right.
My experience within the Chutney Rajarani competition is that we had performances that were brand new. The melodies were brand new, and a lot of them were in Hindi, and Hindi lyrics that were composed by the artists themselves, which to me was quite impressive.
Right.
And not only from Trinidad, but internationally.
And that's something that has a lot of value and weight to it as well. And as you mentioned, internationally, that leads me to my next question. What do you think is the potential for chutney music and chutney soca music locally and internationally as an art form?
Well, we all know reggae, which comes out of Jamaica, and it's a product of Jamaica. It promotes Jamaica and it PRs Jamaica internationally. Soca is Trinidad as well, the steel pan, and so on. We must also identify within the Caribbean. We have a group of people called the Indo-Caribbean people, who are descendants from indentured laborers. And chutney music was born out of meshing with that Latin beat from where we are,
right,
and utilizing the Hindi Bhojpuri folk songs to now what we call chutney in the days of Sundar Popo and Kanchan and Babla. So much so that these songs, which are called differently in Guyana and Suriname, in Guyana it's chutney, in Trinidad it's chutney, but in Suriname they call it Baithak Gana, right? And they all sound similar, albeit having the unique beats from their countries.
Right.
And is doing very well as a product or a brand to promote this particular group within the Caribbean, and also forms part of the Caribbean identity.
You know, it's very interesting to learn of the history of chutney music and, just the nuances that it has within each country, because I actually didn't know that there was a Latin infusion that, is a part of chutney music itself. So thank you for that lesson on chutney music itself. When it comes to the identity of chutney and chutney soca coming out of Trinidad and Tobago, what do you think is the potential for it, and what do you think can be done to, make it even bigger than it is right now?
Right. I want to look back to currently Bollywood compared to the Caribbean. The repertoire of songs we have here, Hindustani songs, tells of a pre-partition India when our ancestors traveled the ocean to come across here to look for a better life. And what exists in Bollywood is a bit different. Actually, India looks towards us with this particular type of music because it speaks of an India where it does not exist that much anymore, but it's very vibrant here. So much so that we in the Caribbean have influenced Bollywood, where you would see soaps as well as songs now that have come out with this UP Bihar Bhojpuri flavor, which is now very prevalent and prominent. Even Sundar Popo's song Hum Na Jaibe Sasur Ghar Mein Baba have been featured in Bollywood films over the past 2 decades.
Wow.
There was Ore Sawariya Sasur Ghar Jana on the movie Aladdin with Amitabh Bachchan, which was about 10 years ago. So again, going back to the potential of our chutney soca music, it has done tremendously in Bollywood. One of our judges is Sneha Kanwalkar. She's a Bollywood music producer. She had come to Trinidad in 2010, and she went looking for chutney artists to get them on the movie Gangs of Wasipur. It's part 1 and part 2. And Rasika Dindyal as well as Vide Suku were featured on the first gangs of Wasipur. So we are well represented with Chutney music and Chutney Soca in Bollywood.
I see that, and so we are doing quite well. Just tell us quickly, what can we expect for the rest of the competition, dates, and how people can log in as well?
Right, so you go on to chutneymusic.com, the link should be there. You just click on it, or it goes to the YouTube link. It will be a premiere live performance. We have 10 Rajas and 10 Ranis who will be performing. I just want to say that chutneymusic.com and why I supported the idea of Chutney Raja Rani competition was that what is available now, or the competition forums available now for artists, tend to be inaccessible to new artists.
Okay.
New artists try to get on that stage and they can't. And if you would realize that mostly those who would have competed year after year keep coming back and back, but the younger ones not getting a chance to come in. Also,
right.
Looking at the judging capacity, so far Hindi is a language which is not really spoken by Indo-Trinidadians,
right.
and it's not well judged, and it forms part of the music. So that is very important. Our other judge is Sharda Patesa, and she is well ukura with music, in the fact that she did a PhD in Indian music in the Caribbean. So I was so taken aback by some of the performances when they sang in Hindi, because I was like, this is really new stuff. This is stuff where the artists want to understand the language so they do
right.
new compositions and create the creativity. So look forward to that come February 6th.
And that's really, it's great to have another platform for new artists especially to be able to showcase their talent and their art. And with that, I want to say thank you so much for your time this morning. And we look forward to the rest of the competition, the Rani and Raja competition, on chutneymusic.com. All right, thank you so much, Dr. Vishan Bimal.